I tried abdominals. It didn't work, Michelle. I do abdominals, it's going to my neck. I've tried abdominals, I spent lots of energy, got really exhausted, didn't feel results. So these are the kind of things that I hear. As a Pilates practitioner and a studio owner, the first thing I do when a client comes for their, let's call it, evaluation lesson, is ask them, what is it you are hoping for? Targets in your workout. And 90% of the time, yes, it will be, I would like to get a stronger core. And that's great, because the core is exactly what Pilates had intended when he created his method. But Joseph Pilates, didn't call it the core. He called it the powerhouse, because really it is a power. Once you can use that center, you can fire away in all directions, because it is a central nucleus from which your limbs can then move from. The important thing to remember is, are we all the same as humans? No. We have people who are, if I can just show you, posturally rounded like this. Some people are arched like that. Some people are one-sided, genetically or because of a job they do. So that needs taking care of very much. And this is where actually it goes wrong, when an individual decides, you know what, I want to get these abdominals stronger, and goes on TikTok or follows a book or speaks to your friend who says, hey, I did that, you try it, and it doesn't work for them. So ideally, what would be beautiful is if schools decided that it would be in their interest to not just teach academical things, but teach every human to learn about their own posture. Then we would go way ahead with humans, and they would get to know their body better, to take care of their body better. So this is what we're aiming for here in Pilates. And the aim of this little video is for me to just spend a few seconds showing you, because for me, as Pilates intended this method to be a neuromuscular connection to the inside, I feel I need to give that to you, so you go away from this video going, okay, so I know a little bit more, now I can make a better decision. So I'm going to use my trustworthy little TheraBand friend here, so you'll excuse my visual clues, but they are there for the very reason to stimulate your mind. If you think about a pair of pants, so from here to the back, I have muscles. And then from here, going around my waist into the point of the pubic bone and into, the top of my side forward process, or the bit that goes between the two ribs here. So that big band is transverse abdominis muscles. So these are the deepest muscles of your core, and they need strengthening. Then above that, we have another layer of muscles called the obliques. They go like the pockets of a pair of trousers, and they go this direction, but also we have some going that direction from the ribs down into the crest of the hips. And then we have the all coveted rectus abdominis, which goes from your side forward process all the way to your pubic bone. And they are, yes, the six-pack that everyone's after, because, hey, it looks good when you're at the beach. But that's really where it stops. So you look at it, you go here, here. No wonder. They're all in different directions. How can I get these all to work together? Well, what's the one thing that makes everything move together? Breath. So this is where in Pilates we put a little bit of emphasis on it in the beginning, because once your breathing pattern is normal, we move on and we make you move, because Pilates is a moving method. It is not physiotherapy. It is not sequencing muscles. It is a globality. So breathing. If you look at a baby, and a baby is sitting down to play, providing they're obviously not wearing tons of clothing, you will see their little belly fill with air and empty. So from profile, that would look like a swelling and a return. And that's because you have a diaphragm. And at the top of your ribs, there's that diaphragm. So it's like a big mushroom. Imagine a big mushroom. So when you inhale, that mushroom pushes the contents of your stomach out on your inhale. And on your exhale, that mushroom pulls up, so all the muscles there pull up. So as we are trying to get that cavity to move and to wake up, we need the diaphragm. Hence, I need to coordinate the breathing with my abdominals. How am I going to do that? Because I need to breathe. I can't hold my breath and keep everything in just for the sake of some abdominal activity. So this is where Joseph Pilates put into action also the lateral breathing. So what do I mean by lateral? Sideways. So instead of doing the abdominal breathing that you would do naturally whilst you're in a Pilates lesson, you will practice more the lateral breathing. So if you imagine this band, opening and closing. So as I inhale, I press that band open. And as I exhale, I press that band closed. Okay, so this is already one of the things that is Pilates specific. Do I have to do this all the time in life? Well, you want to try and promote that lateral breathing. And not just because you want good abdominals, but because, say, you are someone with very tense neck muscles that tends to breathe into your scalenes, which are these little muscles in your neck. Those muscles need to learn to relax, and the lateral muscles need to increase their action. I hope that that's made it a little bit clearer for you that, wow, okay, the guidance that Pilates teachers give really are phenomenal, because if I can put that lateral breathing together with a set of exercises, it's a winning formula. And I know that I'm going to spend my time in my Pilates session doing my abdominals the right way, and then just transfer it to my daily life, where I will sit in my car waiting at the traffic lights thinking, you know what, the lights might still be red, but I'm just going to practice a little bit of that lateral breathing. Not only is it going to make my stomach benefit, but it will relax me as well. It will give me a stress relief. It will help me with, I'm about to deliver a speech, I am tense, I'm nervous, calming down my breath, anxiety, and so on. But I hope this little snippet has confirmed to you that, hey, Pilates is really the next step for me, because I've been struggling with my abdominals. Thanks for your time.